Oh, hey, good morning. Just making myself a cup of coffee here. Um, I was chatting with a friend last night, and the friend was saying, when you are trying to lose weight and you're a little bit successful, sometimes there can be a problem. And the problem is that you can get cocky and then you cheat. And by cheat, he meant you would eat something that normally is not on your eating plan. Of course, on the plan that I coach, there is no such thing as cheating because everything that you eat on this plan is a choice. So you can make a choice to have something that's not on the plan or an amount that's not prescribed by the plan. It's your choice. Now, I said to him, me personally, when I'm doing something, I like to do it all the way because for a lot of you know, women, it's harder for us to lose weight than for men. So when I'm losing weight, that's hard won. Okay, that's a hard won battle. And I don't want to undo things by saying, woohoo, I lost a pound. I'm going to go out and get a cheeseburger or whatever it is that you want to go out and get. It might even be just a latte at Starbucks. Those have a lot of calories in them. You'd be surprised. But anyway, so I was thinking oh, you know what? I'll get back to what I was thinking in a minute. What I'm wearing here, a week ago I had a spinal fusion of a couple vertebrae in my neck, and this is, whoops, okay, there we go. This is a bone growth stimulator, and it's attached to this little thing here, and it sends little electric currents back and forth all the time to stimulate new bone growth. I don't feel it. I'm just supposed to wear it all the time. So that's what that is. Okay, anyway, so back to what I was thinking was, how do you overcome that thought pattern of, oh, hey, Nicole, hey, Ginger, hey, some other folks. How do you overcome that whole thought pattern of, ooh, I lost some weight, now I can go and eat this or that? I'll tell you how you do it, okay? First off, you need to be doing this because this is a long-term thing for you, okay? If you just want to lose a few pounds so you can go wild and put them back on, okay, go ahead and do that if that's what you want to do. That's not what I want to do. About 48 pounds ago, I wanted to take off weight so that I would be more healthy and feel better in my own skin, and so that I would be here not just for my grandchildren, but for my great-grandchildren, okay? So, and also I was hoping that it would help the fact that I was diabetic and my blood sugar was always too high. By the way, after being on this program for a few weeks, my blood sugar became normal, and it's been normal now for months and months and months. So, and my blood pressure, which was high, has gone down. But anyway, so, for me, the point is, I didn't want to just lose a few pounds. I wanted to change my life. I never thought it was going to be possible to do it, but I figured, I'll give it a whirl, so if I lose 10 or 15 pounds, which is what I originally set out to do, because I did not believe it was possible for me to lose more than that. I have not been able to lose more than that in years and years, even on a strict diabetic diet. And I figured, if I could lose 10 or 15, that would be amazing. Well, I lost the 10, I lost the 15, I kept on losing. I've lost 48 now, just shooting for 2 more. We'll make it a nice round 50. But those of you who have known me can see there's a lot less of me here than what there used to be. So here's the thing. First thing, mindset. Anybody can get themselves psyched up and say, hey, I'm not going to eat cookies. I'm not going to eat cake. I'm going to switch to diet soda. Well, that's hard for some people, especially in the South with you Mountain Dew drinkers. But anyway, you can psych yourself up to only eat certain things for a period of time. Everybody's pretty much capable of that. It may not be healthy. You can do it. But, you're not going to take off, say, like 48 pounds by doing that. Okay, so I went on a plan that was balanced. It was a balanced nutrition plan. I have not exercised much at all because I kept having things happen that would cause me to not be able to exercise, like the problem I had with my vertebrae. And just for those of you who came on in the last few minutes, I'm just 1 week out from having had spinal surgery. This is a bone growth stimulator that I'm wearing with electrodes, and you can see here, let me pull this out. This is where they cut to go back into your spine. They shove everything over that's inside, and then they can get to your discs and all that kind of stuff. So really, I'm working on getting more movement here. My main problem is my throat's irritated from them doing so much fooling around in there, and my being intubated and everything. But I'm doing great. So, and by the way, the doctor said one of the reasons that I'm bouncing back so well is because I was not heavy. Had I been heavier, I might not have been doing, so well in my recovery. Interesting, huh? We don't think about that. But all right, so back again to the main point. How do you overcome those thoughts of, woohoo, I lost a pound or two, now I can go a little bit crazy? All right, so it works better if it's a mindset for life, okay? I want to change my life. I want to feel comfortable in this skin. I don't want to have to hold my stomach in, okay? My stomach's out right now. If I suck it in, I can suck it in a little, but it's out. That's it. That's all that's there now. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. So anyway, I feel comfortable. I'm flexible. I can get up and down off the floor. I can play with my grandkids. I can go in a store and buy normal size clothes and know that they're going to fit, which is something I didn't used to be able to do very often. Anyway, I had an idea to help people who are struggling with a short-term mindset. Okay, so I'm going to take this little wipe-off board. So let's say that I have a goal of losing, I'm just going to say 10 pounds, okay, because I don't want to be here drawing forever. Okay, that's 1, 2, can't see it, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's say you want to lose 9 pounds. Okay, so I drew 9 rectangles, and obviously you would hopefully do something like this a lot neater. I'm just kind of doing this on the fly, okay? So notice I'm not putting any dates or any numbers, all right? So filling this whole thing up with X's is your goal, all right? So let's say that after your first week, each one of these is a ½ pound. Let's say your first week you lose 2½ pounds, okay? Look at all these empty ones that are still left. You still have a ways to go to your goal. Don't get all cocky and celebrate here, because it's very, very, very easy for this to happen, right? I mean, it's easier to put it back on. It really is, than just to lose it. Okay, so we'll put these back, and that's your first week. And let's say you stuck with things. You didn't get all cocky and say, whoa, now I can go wild. Okay, and let's say the next week, oh, you only lost a pound. Oh, gosh. But look, 1, 2, 3, that's 3.5 pounds. That can be 3.5 pounds gone forever. Okay? So let's say the third week you lose another 1.5 pounds. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that, 5 pounds. You're more than halfway to your goal. Do you really want to do something now to louse things up and go backwards on this? You're more than halfway there. And so let's say then the next week you only lose 0.5 pound. Oh, I only lost 0.5 pound. Is it worth it for me to be doing this? Well, look. Look at all the progress you've made. Maybe let's try to stick with it, okay? Then the next week, you didn't lose anything. In fact, what if you gained 0.5 pound? You know, these things can happen. Our bodies work in very mysterious ways. This kind of thing can happen. Sometimes when we are losing weight, our bodies kind of, you know, re-juggle things around, and we might hit a plateau for a while, which brings up a very important point. If you're going to go on a plan to take off weight, measure yourself. And let me show you where you need to measure, okay? Use the little helper word watch. Okay, watch, okay. Watch. Waist, arms, T, thighs, okay, C, chest, H, hips. And some people might like to add their neck also. Do you know, most of my life I had a situation, it was like really, I felt horrible about it. I was very embarrassed because every once in a while somebody would give me a necklace as a gift. And especially if it was one of those necklaces, you know, with a little pendant and, you know, a thin chain. If I put it on, it fit me like a choker, you know, and the little thing on it would stick out. So I would always be prepared to say, oh, this is so beautiful. I'm not going to put it on right now. I will put it on later. Oh, thank you so much. And then sometimes I would buy a longer chain for it. But mostly I just wouldn't even wear it. Because to me it was almost like a child's necklace, because my neck was so big around, I could not wear normal necklaces made for ladies. Anyway, I'm over that now. I can wear them all. But, okay, back to our, you know, I said you also might want to measure your neck. Okay, so watch. Waist, arms, thighs, chest, hips. And a lot of people, you know, a lot of people start out with no neck. And then they start losing weight and, my gosh, hey, I have a neck. Hello, neck. Okay, so here we are. We didn't lose any weight. Maybe we even put back on another, you know, pound. But look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're still more than halfway there. So we stick with it, okay? And let's say as the weeks go by, we're losing. I only have 1 more pound to go. Now I can go out and celebrate. Don't do it. You know, what have you been doing all this time to be able to X all these boxes? Keep doing it, you know, so that you can reach your goal. this is a way that you can get out of that thinking of, oh, I lost a pound, now I can go and eat something I shouldn't. No, think of it as a long-term thing, because, you know, why do all that work and then have it undone? You know, you might think of it like, let's say you're building a house, and you build it, you're working on it for a week, and then the next week someone comes along and takes apart everything you've done. You know, think of it like that, because what you're doing is you're building a healthy life for yourself, okay? That's something where you want to keep moving forward. It really does not matter how quickly it happens, as long as it continues to happen, okay? So this whole thing was about something my friend was saying last night about how there's a pitfall in having a little success when you're trying to take off weight, because it can make you feel cocky, like, oh, now I can go ahead and have something I couldn't normally have. No, we are not thinking in short term here. We're thinking in long term, okay? And what you do, you want to build one step on another, okay? Like I said, I started out and I thought it was not possible for me to lose more than 10 or 15 pounds, because I had not been able to do it on any other kind of plan, not even on a strict diabetic diet. And I'm down 48 pounds, and I'm just trying for 2 more. Here I am, okay? It's real, it's me. And hey, Linda and Linda, 2 Lindas. And anyone else who's watching, I might have missed your name. I'm so glad that you're here joining me. So the point is, try to make your mindset a long-term mindset, because then if you have a long-term goal and a plan, you're much more likely to stick to it rather than going in fits and starts. Oh, I lost a pound. Drive through McDonald's, get a cheeseburger. Oh, I gained half a pound. Oh well, I'll just try again. No, just keep going. Keep doing the good things that you've been doing, okay? Remember this little chart that I showed you with the X's, okay? Don't put any dates, don't put any numbers. Let each little box be a half a pound, and as you lose each half a pound, mark it off. And your goal is to mark off every one of those boxes, okay? That's your goal. Your goal is not to mark off 1 or 2 or 4. It's to mark off every single one. You know what? By that point, when you've marked them off, it may well be that you've developed the kind of habits where you can keep it off. Okay? So, remember again, long-term mindset, because the big battle and taking off weight, it's not here, it's here. Okay, you have a wonderful day.